Would you look at the time? It's time for another video. Good day to you, fellow adventurers through time and space. It is I, the Cowardly Time, about to Let's Play Final Fantasy II, Part 5. Anyways, Joseph is quite a bit good in skill. Also, he's almost at level 15 sword skill. That's the highest I've ever had anyone's sword skill get. Any skill get in this game. Anyways, if you're wondering how long I have to do my grinding for, technically, according to the game, I've been playing this game for 24 hours, even though lots of that was in ×2 speed, so technically I've been playing it for a little over 12 hours since I started this playthrough. Joseph turns a small rock jutting out of the wall, and a passage appears. The snowcraft is in here. I keep on changing his voice every episode, don't I? You obtained the snowcraft from the chest. I'm sorry about that. I'm not good at memorizing voices. Now, if you press B 30 times, you can enter a minigame, I believe. And if you get your Toad spell up to max level and you press the B button and enter the minigame, when you can enter a similar minigame in Final Fantasy I by pressing the B button a certain amount of times while you're out at sea. I think I'll just show it to you real quick. I think this is how you do it. I forget how you do it. I don't think this is it, actually. Luckily, nothing in here can kill me. Oh, and I wanted to show you my bestiary real quick. Well, first off, there's a new enemy, Snowman. But I also fought a Ghast, a Revenant, a Wraith, and a Spectre. I think that's the last of the new enemies. Yeah. While doing my grinding spotted near my Mysidia. Well, the equivalent to the Peninsula Power Trick in this game. Grenade! I would catch a grenade for ya. For love, whatever, I don't know that piece of music very well. Oh, speaking of misheard lines and songs, one of my favorite mistakenly heard lines ever was I misheard the line "Little Things" in a song called "Wanted" as Icarus Wings. So I asked my mom, "What is Icarus Wings?" Because I was little at the time. Well, whenever Wanted first came out, that's when the movie Wanted. That's when this miscommunication first happened. Oh, my throat. Also, yes, I'm not kidding. That was my last episode of what was it called again? Super Mario RPG. That was my last episode. Unless someone can give me tips, because I am done with that playthrough. Antarctic Wind. Useless. Especially considering I got a level whatever blizzard spell. Level 9 blizzard spell? Let me check that. Yeah, level 9 blizzard. Antarctic Wind, I believe, is a level 2 blizzard spell. Believe it's up. You want to go up. Because this leads to treasure. Do I use this treasure? Likely not. Battle axe. Not worth it. Antidote. Not worth it. Now you want to save before opening up this treasure chest. Mithril Mace, monster in a box. A whole bunch of grenades. Not very powerful enemies. They're all dead now. Basically, the only reason why I save there is because if you're not playing like me and have characters that are, well, those stats, you'll want to save. Worthless mithril shield. Now this treasure chest here contains the first better piece of equipment that's better than mithril. That isn't like a drop from a monster. And of course it's guarded by monsters! Of course, one of my favorite things about this game is... I know Joseph's got the lowest attack power, but his attack power in the final optional dungeon. It'll make a lot more sense why I equipped him with knives. Especially considering there's a knife type weapon that kind of counts as fists, so that's part of the reason why. Also the Ripper knife, just the Ripper knife. Snook shit. Come speak, beaver. Snook shit. Ask God a spell. Secret passage and wall to right. Monster guard bell. Bell and wall. Yes, this is the first Final Fantasy game to encounter the fake wall trick. And dual heads. This is the last new enemy of this dungeon, I believe. Good timing running into it now and it being super easy to defeat. Silver Curse. I've already got golden armors, right? Golden armors. Much better than a curse. Now save here. Because after this, that's an Adamantoise guarding the bell. Stay on your toes. Because this is your last point to backtrack. Because that was your last point to backtrack out of this dungeon with Joseph and your party. Yes, the ancient curse has been afflicted on the Adamantoise, making it so you don't have to cast a single spell in this fight. Might as well check out the Mantoise in my bestiary, as well as the Icicle. It can drop diamond shields, and we got the least amount of money for it. It's a rank 5 monster. I fought every zombie type monster in the game already. Well, aside from ghosts. I think that's it. Yep. All the new enemies. There's something set in the wall. It's the goddess's bell. You obtain the goddess's bell. Well, that was easy. Save here. This is your last chance to do any grinding with Joseph and your party. So, if you're following along to any degree, you know that means that I'll be doing him with the stats he has now into the optional dungeon. Mithril knives and all. Which I realize you could just have him grind up with just his fists and not bother doing the knife bit, but I prefer him with the knife bit. Okay? It'll make sense. Please just trust me on this. Curses! You've already gotten to the goddess's bell. First you ruined my standing with the Emperor, and now this. The Emperor will never forgive me for messing this up. Even if I go back to the Empire, he'll have my head. But I'm still a soldier. If I'm going to die, you're coming with me. Now for easily the easiest boss in the game. Dead. I may have lost, but don't think that you've won. I booby-trapped this cave. Just a little parting gift from me to you. I'll be waiting for you in hell. Ugh. And he's not lying when he says he'll be waiting for us in hell. Twice over, actually, he's waiting for us in hell. Damn it. Go on, get out. We not leave you. I can't hold it much longer. Run. It's up to you now, Dustin, my sweet Nelly. How strong must Joseph be to hold up a boulder like that for any amount of time? Joseph! He died a good man. Now, the ancient sword does have a drawback. It's got horrible accuracy. Meaning, if you're low in sword skill, you're lucky to ever get a hit off. Now, you could go back to Princess Hilda and she would say something interesting, but I don't care about that. I'm just heading straight to Cashuan Keep. Now, practically every enemy in the game is susceptible to curse. Of course, so long as you have the Ancient Sword equipped, I would not recommend attacking your own characters, unless you've also leveled up the Asuna spell quite a ways. So just be careful about the ways you play this game. Oh yeah, there's a unique background for fighting on bridges that you never really get to see in this game, because there's so few bridges. And so little opportunities to see the battle on the bridge. And no references to the one game where you fight Gilgamesh on a bridge, please, in the comments. Anyways, on this floor alone, there's a rare enemy spawn. And as I said earlier, I'll be getting every single enemy in the bestiary in this playthrough. I'm looking for the Goblin Chieftain. After I do this, the door is locked. Items. As clear tone of the bell rings out, the lock opens without a sound. Even though there's clearly a sound of the lock opening. I came to retrieve the Sunfire. I thought I was the only one left who could open the door. I meant to look for the Eagle's torch, but it's a monster's den in here. I can't keep going on my own. I can't return empty-handed. I don't know what to do next. You know your way around the keep, right? Do you think you could help us find our way through? I'm sorry. The keep is riddled with secrets. I wouldn't know my way around any better than you. But I do want to fight. Will you let me come with you? Gordon joins the party. Should I make Gordon a bow wielder? Never else am I going to show off the bow. Nah. Where's that mithril spear? You have lowest attack power, but I don't really care. Does he have a higher bow skill or something? No, all of his skills are just automatically set to 2. It means you could literally turn him into anything you want. He's a blank slate character. Anyways, I'm looking for the Goblin Chieftain or Goblin Prince or whatever. He lives here on the first floor of Cashoan Keep. He's a very rare enemy though. The second rarest enemy in the entire game. Also, if you think I'm going to make Gordon anywhere near as strong as I made Joseph or Minwu, you gotta be kidding me. Because if you know this game, you know that as well as I do, that Gordon never dies. Which means he doesn't appear in the optional dungeon. One of the stupidest things I find about the optional dungeon is all characters who die end up there. Like, they don't even have to be characters you played as or anything like that. They just have to be people you even interacted with, and stuff like that. So, and this is a slight spoiler, but Sid dies in this game. And he appears in the final dungeon of the game, which is, like, I understand they already make it so you have a full party by that point of 4 characters, but Sid was obviously a warrior. Why doesn't he join you? In fact, that's one of my favorite things about the fan fiction I read. Paul, or Pavel, whichever version you're playing in the game, Joseph, Minwoo, and Sid all used to fight together as like warriors of the Red Rose. Wild Rose, not Red Rose. Oh yeah, and also Gordon, he's really easy to grind up because his magic and intelligence and everything is actually quite high for a starting off character. In fact, I will show you his stats. Also, I believe his... Well, as you can see, he just gained some stats from doing nothing. See, he's got 22 of every stat. He's got higher agility, lower spirit than anyone else, lower strength, lower stamina, but that's to be expected with what I've done. Magic is decent, and his intelligence is quite high. Not that... Like, he's a really good around character. So if you want to make him strong, be my guest. Be my guest, be my guest. My service to the test. Be my guest, be my guest. Put my service to the test. Anyways, unless this is a fight with a Goblin Prince, which it isn't, I think this is a good place to end off this episode. So this is the Cowardly Time Lord signing off and saying, have a good day, or whatever time it is, wherever you are. In the next episode, we shall continue through Kashuan Keep as soon as I find the elusive Goblin Prince. Anyways, I'm just ending off this fight and then saying... Bye-bye now.